All right, guys, you're listening to MWM Podcast Books, and we are in for another episode. And we have Aparajita Sharma for a third episode on books. She's hitting a hat trick in our podcast series. So let's hear from Aparajita.
Hey, hi MaddiE, hi everyone. I'm really glad to come back to this platform to share about my views on the books.
Okay, Aparajita. So, what do we have here for today's episode? Which book you're going to talk about?
It's a totally different book. This book I have read to review it, but this book is just not, I'll say, kind of non-fiction, but it will touch people's heart. The book name is Breaking the Cycle of Silence, raising awareness and taking action to prevent childhood sexual abuse. It is written by Daniel Pearse, and it's a true story.
Okay, it's a very unique book, and thank you for bringing this book to talk about it in a podcast episode. Breaking the Cycle of Silence, Raising Awareness, and Taking Action to Prevent Childhood Sexual Abuse by Daniel Pierce. Okay, let's hear from you.
Okay, so why I decided to talk about this book is because this is something that usually I never go to, like, read. Like, this is like non-fiction is not actually my niche. So when I picked this book, I had, like, from the title only, like, you know what you're getting into. You will have to read about some of the hard stuff. And because it's a true story, it can be triggering for some people. But um, what I would like to say is sometimes we have to read the hard truths in life, and how we can prevent such kind of abuse happening to others or our own kids in the future. Um, that that is something that we should all be aware of. And reading it from the point of view of someone who has suffered from that kind of suffering, like, yeah, um, that's why I picked this book to talk about, because I believe that, yeah, we should create some awareness, and if some more people will read this kind of book, it might help someone who was in the need of it.
Okay, as you told, it's a non-fiction, and is it being told in a story kind of way or like documented way?
Okay, so actually this book is written from the point of view of Daniel, and how his life changed after he met his foster father Peter. And it is set from the point of view of his journey, and how he has, like, what he was thinking of, what he was feeling at that time. And through the eyes of that kid, we get into the kind of things that he has to go through, that no child should ever be a part of. Yeah.
Okay, so it seems a really must read book for people, to it's actually in the title, it's a raising awareness. And why do you think anyone has to read this book?
Why should we create awareness of such kind of a thing? And there's not like a question of why. There is, like, why not? Like, why we are not talking about this, why we are all silent when something like this is happening, why in our country especially, like, the when the word sex or something is said, it is forbidden, or like something that we don't want to talk about. And because we are not aware, even if in this day and age, this is why, like, we turn blind eye to things that are happening around us. So I'll say this book does not exactly have uh, justice kind of that. Like, you will feel satisfied, like something has done to the person who abused someone's confidence, someone's faith. When we say the word father, we all have our own feelings attached to it, right? But some people don't care about that. Some people don't care about that feeling. And to hear about such thing, so, and to read it, it is a different experience altogether. When we hear it or when we see it, it kind of drive out of our mind after a point of time. But when you read it, you will feel the impact in a much more profound way. You will feel how scared a kid can be, how confusing things can be, how easily victims blame themselves, and how easy it is for us to turn blind eye on that. How often has it happened that we see someone somewhere doing something that is not right, but we make excuses because we don't want to get into that, and it is uncomfortable thing. And it but so that's why that is the reason why you should read this book.
Yeah, you put it really uh, in a very elaborate and lucid way. It's pretty short book, 100 pages, and from what you have said, it does leave a very strong impression on the readers. And any other interesting facts that you want to share about this book?
Interesting is just that Daniel is he has written it. He has his own kids now, and he I think he wants to share his life experience so that he will make an impact, or like if even if like one person he could protect, that was like his inspiration. I believe that if he can like protect one person, then he will think that yeah, this book has been a successful. So yeah, the money is not the reason behind this book. So that is one interesting fact, if it is. Yeah.
Yeah, from what I heard and like getting to know about the book from you, I feel it's the kind of book that has to be included, that must be included in the academics. Do you feel the same?
Um,
I guess at
I
least in the high school, college
Yeah,
academics.
in high school and college, yeah, it should be there. But I think this is something like more the parents should be aware of. The parents should read this kind of books so that they know what exactly, like something like the signs that they should not miss out on. Sometimes the silence that a kid speaks on speaks volume. So yeah, that is something like a parents as well as like kids can take help from. Yeah.
Yeah, very clearly put. So I think all the parents, if you're a parent, then this is a book that you must read. And as I was saying, like it must be included in the academics as well for high school and college kids. And yeah, thank you for bringing this wonderful book, breaking the cycle of silence, raising awareness, and taking action to prevent childhood sexual abuse. Uh, Definitely, it's going to be a must read for everyone. Please do check it out in Amazon and any other town store. You would be able to find it. Thank you, Aparajita, for the third episode. I hope you will be joining us for more such brilliant and illuminating books.
Thank you for inviting me again and again and letting me speak here so freely. Thank you.
Yeah, so we'll catch up in another episode of podcast series. Until then, you're hearing from MaddiE DawsoN. Bye bye.